Hi, and welcome to the Three Dog Bakery. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Beckloff.
And I'm Dan Dye. And with us today are the Biscuit Queen. As you can see, she's just the picture of sophistication right now, Sarah. And then this is our kid sister, Dottie. And this is the baby of them all. This is Gracie. And they also are the founders of Three Dog Bakery along with us.
That's right. We started Three Dog Bakery in 1990 because we saw a need for a healthy, all-natural treats for dogs. We couldn't understand why a simple dog biscuit would have 50 ingredients, 40 which you couldn't pronounce. So we wanted to come up with a recipe that you would feel good about eating yourself.
So we started our company back in 1990 with a 59-cent biscuit cutter, a wooden spoon, a mixing bowl, and literally cut biscuits out one by one on our kitchen table. Today we sell our products in all 50 states. We sell them to some great department stores, fine select department stores, PetSmart worldwide. We've been a very blessed company, and it's because we love dogs, and dogs, for obvious reasons, love us. So today on the show, we're going to show you how to make some great treats at home, and we like to keep our recipes very simple using stuff that you have at home. And so if you keep watching today, you're going to find out some of our best kept secrets.
A little later in today's program, we'll be making a really nice treat called cauliflowers. Our dogs love them, and I'm sure yours will. And besides cooking treats, we're also going to be joined by Dr. Philip Raclyn, a veterinarian who does a lot of work in holistic treatment. Thanks, Dan. I have the pleasure now, and Gracie too, of introducing our next guest, Dr. Philip Raclyn, who practices holistic veterinarian medicine. Welcome, Philip.
Thank you.
Well, why don't you first start off with a little bit about your background and how you got into the holistic medicine part of the veterinarian medicine.
Well, my name is Philip Raclyn, as you've already said. I'm a veterinarian, and I have a partner, Stephen Kazanovsky, and together we own 3 practices here in New York City on the Upper West Side. We started practicing holistic medicine about 3 years ago, and we started because my own dog had problems that I couldn't cure. I was frustrated, I was defeated, and I looked for other answers. And I found them, and now they're not miracle answers, but lots of little things coming together make big differences. And we started exploring holistic medicine, and it's changed our lives, our patients, and hopefully our clients are very satisfied.
Great.
Well, Dr. Raclyn, maybe we should back up just a little bit for the viewers at home who aren't really familiar with holistic medicine. You know, it's still very much considered sort of an alternative type of treatment for animals, when we know, in fact, it's more really actually of a complementary type of medicine. Explain a little bit about what holistic medicine really is and what it means.
Well, these days they're using alternative medicine, complementary medicine, holistic medicine almost interchangeably. And what it really is a difference in perspective. What we're looking to do is to cure without causing any harm. In fact, that's something Hippocrates said thousands of years ago. Above all, do no harm. Now, with traditional medicine that your doctor practices and most veterinarians practice, we use antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, anti-everything. And most of these have side effects. With alternative medicine, with holistic medicine, we're looking for cures without side effects, without bad things happening.
How important do you feel diet is to that holistic regime?
I tell all my clients, and I try to tell all my patients, that diet is the foundation of good health. The foundation. Without a good diet, you cannot be healthy. So the first thing I do when I see a pet with a problem is find out what they're eating. And if they're not eating something good, and my clients tell me they can't change it, they only like this or they only like that, I realize I'm up against a battle.
So let's say that a dog has like an allergy, skin allergy, which is pretty common. We have a lot of people coming into our bakeries wanting the all cure. What would you what would you say would be the first steps into treating like a skin allergy? What would you start with?
That's a very popular disorder.
It's interesting you asked that question, because that's the problem my dog had 3 years ago and why I got into alternative medicine. The answer is every dog is different, okay? And you need to treat every dog as an individual, so there is no magic bullet that's going to cure it. If I had that magic bullet, I'd be rich, and I'm not. But the first thing I would do is certainly be inquiring about diet, because there are so many dogs with skin allergies that just eat bad food. And honestly, 50% of the time, as soon as you change your diet, they start doing better. Right. Not cured, perhaps, but doing a lot better.
Well, you know, it's funny because people come into the bakery and they'll say, do you make a hypoallergenic biscuit? Well, I mean, if you talk to people, there's so many allergies out there as far as, you know, wheat and corn and eggs. You know, I don't even know. I think I just don't even know what a type of treat would be that would
Cure all. That's right. There's no
cure-all.
magic bullet, as you suggested.
And there's no such thing as a hypoallergenic treat, except
Right.
in the fact you don't add too many ingredients.
Right.
Because you can be allergic to anything.
Right. Is there anything that, just from your perspective, like the average person at home who wants a healthier diet for their dogs, is there anything that they can do just right off the bat, that they can just maybe adding garlic to their dog's food, or anything that promotes general well-being and health?
Let's take a step backwards then, okay? The best thing they can do is go home and read the ingredients on their dog food.
That's
or
a
their cat
very
food.
good point.
Read the ingredients. If there's anything on there that you wouldn't eat yourself, don't feed it to your dog.
We subscribe to that at the
Oh, I know you
bakery, and
do.
that's part of the reason why we started our bakery, was just to stay away from those chemicals.
Do you recommend cooking entrees and stuff at home using pure ingredients and fresh ingredients?
I hesitate to say this because the absolute best thing you can do for your dog is cook a well-balanced home-cooked diet. However, the worst thing you can do for your dog is cook a poorly balanced home-cooked diet. So unless you're willing to make the commitment, don't even try.
Right, and that's pretty much of a lifelong commitment as well.
It can be.
What are some of the most popular, or not popular, but most common disorders that you're seeing in your practices?
Well, certainly ambulatory problems, lameness, old age problems, kidney problems, liver problems, skin problems, certainly. And I truly believe that alternative medicine helps tremendously with all these problems.
Well,
That's
Dr.
great. It's
Raclyn,
really interesting because I think it's becoming a very common problem, and we're hearing more and more about holistic practices. And I'm learning in Kansas City, where we're from, we're learning, meeting more and more veterinarians who are getting into that. So it's been real interesting.
yeah, we're actually out of time, but thank you so much for coming in. Obviously this is a very broad subject, and we could go on and on and on about it. This is a topic we'll certainly do more on in the future, but thanks so much for coming in,
My
Dr.
pleasure.
Raclyn.
Thank you, Philip. And you can visit his website at www.holisticvets.com. We're going to take a quick commercial break now, and I hope you all stay with us, because when we get back, we'll be making cauliflowers, not to be confused with the plain old cauliflowers. Stay with us.